students, in the last module we discussed about paper pattern, paper weightage of physical science of 10th class. Then after that we started a topic electric current, which has a weightage of 6 marks in the public examination. In that what we discussed, that fundamentals we discussed. One is charge, types of charges, law of conservation of charge, and one more is current, and also classification of the substances depending on the availability of the electrons in the outermost shell. So what is the definition of the charge? Charge is nothing but due to the transfer of the electrons, one body gains a positive charge and another body gains negative charge. Whenever some external force is given, charge will be developed due to the transfer of the electrons. The charge quantization of the charge, how can we written as Q equal to plus or minus Ne? Yes, what is meant by Q equals to plus or minus Ne here? Where Q is a net charge induced on the surface. Plus stands for losing the electrons, whereas minus stands for gains the electrons, where N is the integer value and E is the charge of the electron. That value is 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19. Units of charge is coulombs. And next, current. What is meant by current? Rate of flow of charge, or the charge per unit time, that is causes current. Charge per unit time means how many number of electrons passing through the particular area of cross section in the given particular time, or in 1 second. In 1 second, how many electrons are crossing through the particular given area of cross section, that gives the value of current through the conductor. How can we written as? Current is denoted by I. I is equals to Q by T, where Q stands for charge, T stands for time. The unit of current is ampere or coulomb per second. That we will discuss. We discussed already in the previous module. In this session, I would like to discuss with you about how the electrons will move in a conductor. In a conductor, how the electrons will move. For example, if you take a conductor, what is the definition of the conductor? Which is having many electrons, loosely bounded electrons in the outermost shell. The substance which having many loosely bounded electrons in the outermost shell, that electrons are participating in the conduction phenomena, or the substance which allows the electricity through it easily. These are called as conductors. The example of the conductors are all metals. For example, if you take a piece of metal like this, initially what happens? Let it be, these are the atoms. In an atom, positive charge lies at the center and electrons will move around the atom, around the nucleus. So initially, if you consider only the motion of the electron, that electrons will move in random directions. It doesn't follow a particular direction. If you stand here and if you observe clearly, then how can you tell how many number of electrons are passing through this particular area of cross section? Can we tell? Is it possible? No. Why? Because some electron moving these directions, some electron moving these directions, some electron moving in another direction. So we can't say how, in which direction, how many electrons will move. We can't say particularly. So as a result, the net, due to the collisions, the net current passing through the conductor will be 0. Why? Because what is the definition of the current? The number of electrons passing through the given area of cross section in particular time. But whenever we consider the conductor, when there is no external agency is given, no external force is given, in such a case, electrons will move random directions. So it has no particular direction. Due to the collision between the atoms, the resultant current passing through the conductor will be 0. So that was explained by about this concept and why the electron doesn't causes a current without any external agency. That was first explained by scientists two scientists named as Lorentz and Drude. Lorentz Drude. That is called as Lorentz-Drude theory. What is Lorentz-Drude theory? Clearly, you have to remember here only 4 points in the Lorentz-Drude theory. What are those 4 points? First of all, first point that we discussed just now. If you take a conductor, in a conductor, electrons will move random directions. Electrons will move random directions. And second point, in a conductor, the positive charge, electrons will move around the positive charge. This positive charge is immovable. This is called as lattice. This is called as lattice. Positive charge is nothing but, in an atom, positive charge is located at the center. That is called nucleus. So these positive ions are immobile. So they are called as, it is called as a lattice. Around the lattice, electrons will rotate. Electrons will revolve. Electrons can move around the lattice. This is first point. What is first point here? In a conductor, electrons, the free electrons, conductor means more number of electrons are available. So that electrons will move random directions. And the second point, in a conductor, the positive charge of an atom is located at the center. That is, it is immobile. Immobile means it immovable. That positive charge which is located at the center, that is called lattice. Around the lattice, electrons will revolve. So that is our third point. Electrons will revolve around the lattice. That is the third point. And fourth point, when the external force means, for example, if you connect a battery here. If you connect a battery here, do you know the battery? Yes, in lower classes already we have a topic, simple electric circuits, in 10th class only. In that, there we discussed about what is switch, what is battery, everything, right? So here we are connecting a battery. So whenever battery is connected, then what happens? This is positive charge, this is negative charge. The negative charged particles, those are nothing but electrons attracted by the positive plate. So they will move this direction. Whereas this is a direction of the electrons. They move towards positive plate of the battery. So the immobile positive charge will move towards this side. So whenever external force is given, the electrons comes under motion in a proper direction with proper velocity. That causes electric current. These are the 4 points explained by two scientists named as Lorentz and Drude. So it is called as Lorentz-Drude theory. And this is important question for 2 marks. So everyone should learn these 4 points clearly. What is our first point here? In a conductor, many number of free electrons are available. More number of free electrons are available in the outermost shell in a conductor, right? So that is the first point. In a conductor, in the outermost shell, more number of free electrons are available. And second point, in a conductor, the positive charge, where the positive charge is located, that is immovable ions. Immobile ions. So they are immovable. So that they are called as lattice. In a around the lattice, electrons will rotate. Electrons will move in random directions. And that is the third point. The electrons will rotate around the lattice. That is the third point. And what is the fourth point? Whenever some external force, means just like a battery, if a battery is connected, due to that force, electric force, some field will be created here, electric field will be created here. Due to that electric field, electrons the direction gets changed and the electrons will move in a proper direction, and to the motion of the electrons the current will move in opposite direction, so that the electrons will move in a proper direction with specified velocity, so that in the circuit it electric current will be produced. So this is the concept given by Lorentz and Drude. So this is called as Lorentz-Drude theory. Is it clear for you? Yes. Then we will go to next topic. Here we are using one word, that is battery, right? So what is the definition of the battery? What is the definition of the battery? Right. Which converts chemical energy into electrical energy. Which converts chemical energy into electrical energy. Do you know that? What is the symbol of the battery? Yes. This is a symbol of the battery. Right. Here, this is positive plate. This is negative. This is positive, this is negative. And it is also called as anode and cathode. Right. Already in 8th class we have electrolysis process will be there. What is meant by electrolysis? In a beaker, we are taking some electrolyte. And here 2 electrodes will be placed. Then what happened? The chemical, here electrolyte chemical, we are using concentrate sulfuric acid as electrolyte. Then what happens? That concentrated sulfuric acid having H plus ions as well as SO4 minus ions. Then due to that chemical energy in the electrolyte, that all positive ions will move one side and all negative ions will move another side. The chemical energy pushes the ions towards the electrodes, so that where total positive charge is concentrated, that is called anode. Where the negative charge is concentrated, that is called cathode. That is nothing but symbolically in physics we are representing like this. This is the positive plate and this is the negative plate. And up to what time it will be, charge will be accumulated. Then what happened? Total positive charge will develop on one electrode and another negative charge will develop on another electrode. Then what happens? Here when the chemical energy balanced by the electrical energy. Why? Because whenever positive charge accumulated here, negative charge accumulated here, there it creates some electric field. Nothing but electrical energy. When the electric energy dominates the chemical energy, then the accumulation of the charge will be stops. Then it is used as anode plate and it is used as cathode. Then that we connected in the circuit. So what is the definition of the battery? The battery nothing but the device which converts chemical energy into electrical energy. How it will be? Already it is there in 8th class. Electrolysis process is there. In that zinc plate and graphite plate we used as electrodes, and this concentrated sulfuric acid we used as electrolyte. Then that chemical energy, that electrolyte having both positive ions as well as negative ions. All positive ions will move one side and accumulated on one plate, and all negative charges accumulated on the negative plate, another plate. Why? Because here chemical force pushes the different ions towards the electrodes. Whenever sufficient charge will be developed on the anode and cathode, some electric field will be created. That electric field dominates the chemical energy. Electrical energy dominates the chemical energy. Then the electrolysis process will be stops. So that the electrical energy, what happens here? Chemical energy converted as electrical energy. So this device is called as battery. In this chapter, this is a symbolical representation of the battery. This long line that is called as positive terminal of the battery, and this short line is called as negative terminal of the battery. So this is one more topic, how the battery works, and in the battery how the chemical energy converted into electrical energy. So in this module what we discussed, one is about Lorentz root theory and another one is how the battery will works. In the battery, how the chemical energy converted into electrical energy. We discussed these two topics in this module. So till here what we discussed in electric current chapter, what is charge, what is law of conservation of charge, how many types of charges are there and how charge will be produced, and next current, what are the definition of the current, what is the units of the current. After that classification, then after in a conductor how the electrons causes electric current, that was explained by Lorentz and Root, so it is called as Lorentz root theory. After that, this is about battery. In the battery, how the chemical energy converted into electrical energy. Till here, have you any doubt? No? Then in next module, we will discuss about Ohm's law.